Good afternoon. How many of you would be surprised to learn that there are over 560,000 homeless people in the United States of America? 20,000 of those are right here in Washington State, and over 700 of those are right here in Yakima County. That means one in every 400 people that you see currently are homeless. Now, studies by the U.S. Department of Health, Center for Disease Control, and the National Coalition for the Homeless have said that over 66% of this current homeless population is suffering from a substance use disorder, or in other words, addiction. Another 16% cite mental health issues, other mental health issues, or mental health disorders as a cause of their homelessness. So what we're looking at is well over 2/3 of the homeless population currently in America are living with a substance use disorder or mental health condition. Now, I have been an advocate for the homeless population for well over 6 years in Washington, Georgia, and Florida, and have worked with these people in a variety of circumstances. I'm also I'm a person in recovery from a substance use disorder myself, and speak on behalf of peer-to-peer groups in hospitals, treatment facilities, and jails to the populations about substance use, substance abuse, and recovery. Add to that, I'm also currently in the process of obtaining my substance use disorder professional certificate so that I can be a licensed counselor in treatment centers working with this population. Now, I've seen firsthand how this problem has manifested itself in the United States. And I'm sure you can see firsthand. Just drive down Natchez Avenue on any given day and look around. It's everywhere. Currently, government and private sector funding aimed at solving this problem has provided programs that give this population housing, camps, shelters, free meals, free medical services. And while this is a very compassionate approach, and I'm not an uncompassionate person, it does not address the problem. It merely treats the symptom of the problem. The real problem, in my view, is addiction and mental health disorders. Now, how do we solve that problem? Well, the solution that I'm proposing is not the current solution. The current solution is akin to throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You're just putting a pretty face on addiction. I'm proposing that the current programs add a mandate that all persons entering into programs that provide shelters or provide housing or provide medical care or meals have a mandate that calls for comprehensive screening, assessment, and if necessary, treatment. And not just treatment that promotes abstinence, but a comprehensive treatment program that provides a solution of abstinence, as well as a continuum of care that addresses the development of the addict's emotional, relational, spiritual, and occupational health. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, how do we pay for that? Currently, the government funds over $1 billion a year aimed at this population. And again, with a Band-Aid solution. by adding this mandate, we're not asking for any more funds to be necessarily delegated to this solution, but just a reprioritization, if you will, of the current funding. Now, what this will do, or the solution, if you will, is that addicts in recovery, in a comprehensive recovery protocol, become employable, become productive members of society through the treatment process. Productive members of society live in homes. They may not be the prettiest homes on the block to start with, but they're homes. They're not on the street. The funding for these types of programs has to be a priority in order to solve this problem. Free houses do not solve the problem. Treating the problem at its core not only solves the problem, it solves it permanently. You can be a part of this solution. Your voice, your vote, your charitable contributions aimed at programs that provide treatment for the individual instead of a Band-Aid are needed. You can do this today. You can volunteer. There are a host of programs right here in Yakima. Triumph Treatment Services is one of them, where you can volunteer your time to work with these homeless populations, aiming at getting the help they need to solve the problem. And by and large, the homeless problem, for the most part, will take care of itself. Thank you for your time.